Ever wonder how old money women manage to exude elegance without lifting a finger? Well, it's not magic, it's in the details. They've mastered the art of using their hands in a way that's so subtle, so refined, that it leaves you thinking, how do they do that? But here's the thing, they're not doing much at all. In this video, we're about to break down how the world's most graceful women use their hands to convey power, poise, and untouchable elegance. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be holding your champagne flute like you own the place. Let's dive in, shall we? Number 1. Refined hand movements. Old money women have this magical ability to communicate with their hands without looking like they're swatting flies. Every gesture is deliberate and graceful, like they've practiced in front of a mirror, which, let's be honest, they probably have. Take Grace Kelly, for instance. Have you ever seen her flailing her hands like a conductor on their third espresso? Exactly. Her gestures were smooth, measured, and perfectly poised as if she was always in control of her life, her latte art, and probably the weather. So, what's the secret sauce? Keep your gestures close to your body. No need for jazz hands here. Open palmed movements are your go-to for appearing warm and approachable, while deliberate, subtle gestures do all the talking without overwhelming the room. Here's a fun challenge. The next time you're telling a story, imagine you're slow dancing with your hands. Yes, it might feel ridiculous at first, but trust me, the elegance is worth it. Number 2. Well-maintained hands. The real MVP. Hands may not get the spotlight, but trust me, they're the unsung heroes of elegance. Think of them as your personal calling card. Clean, polished, and undeniably put together. Old money women know this better than anyone, which is why their hands are always impeccably groomed. I'm talking soft skin, tidy nails, and not a single rhinestone talon in sight. Nothing says new money chaos like glittery nails trying to outshine a chandelier. Now imagine the timeless vibe of a simple French manicure or a chic nude polish. It's not about being boring, it's about looking effortlessly flawless like you've never met a chipped nail in your life. Here's the game plan for hand perfection. Moisturize like it's your job. Hand cream in every bag, drawer, and car cup holder. Keep nails short to medium length with a classic oval or rounded shape. And for the love of elegance, skip the bedazzled designs. Sure, they're fun, but subtlety wins the style game every time. No time for a full manicure? Buffed natural nails are your secret weapon. Number 3. Minimal jewelry. Less is always more. Now let's talk bling, or rather the lack of it. Jewelry is the ultimate test of whether you're channeling old money chic or accidentally auditioning for the Real Housewives. Here's the deal. Old money women aren't trying to blind everyone with their bling. Their approach to jewelry is all about understated elegance that quietly says, I'm worth it. Take a page from Jacqueline Kennedy's style playbook. Her iconic engagement ring was beautiful but subtle, and her jewelry choices were always more about class than flash. She wasn't stacking bangles like pancakes or sporting rings that doubled as paperweights. No, it was all about balance. The jewelry mantra is simple. Less is more. 1 or 2 rings per hand are plenty. Anything more starts to feel like you raided a pirate's treasure chest. Choose pieces with sentimental value, like a family heirloom or a delicate wedding band, and avoid anything that looks like it could light up a room if the power went out. Can't drop a fortune on diamonds? Go for minimalist designs in gold or silver. A sleek gold band or a subtle silver bracelet can fake it till you make it. No questions asked. Elegance isn't about the size of the gem, it's about how you wear it. Number 4. Purposeful gestures in social settings. You can tell a lot about someone by how they hold their wine glass. Old money women? They have this down to an art. They don't grab their wine glass like it's a solo cup at a frat party. No, they delicately hold it by the stem, like it's a fragile relic from a Sotheby's auction. Why? Because smudged fingerprints and warm white wine are the enemies of elegance. Picture yourself at a dinner party. Your hands are relaxed, gently resting on the table or your lap, No drumming, no fidgeting, no napkin origami. Old money composure isn't about doing more with your hands. It's about doing less. Every movement is purposeful, whether it's placing a fork down gracefully or softly touching the stem of a champagne flute. It's about exuding calm like you have all the time in the world and probably an estate in Provence to match. Want to level up? Practice keeping your hands still when you're not using them. Fidgeting? Banish it. Clinking silverware? A no-go. Instead, channel Princess Kate's signature clutch-holding move. She doesn't strangle it like it's a lifeline. She carries it with ease like it's an extension of her poise. Whether it's a glass, a pen, or even a clutch, the key is to hold it lightly, with confidence. It's not just elegance, it's quiet authority, and it's in your hands, literally. Number 5. The subtle glove game. Yes, gloves are still a thing, if you do them right. Gloves are the ultimate old money power move, but the key is knowing when to rock them. Old money women aren't out here wearing gloves to grab a latte, but give them a winter soiree, a gala, or even a frosty morning, and they'll whip out a pair like they've been waiting for this moment their whole lives. Take Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Those opera gloves weren't just a fashion statement, they were a mic drop in elegance. But gloves aren't just for Hollywood icons. A pair of perfectly fitted leather gloves in a neutral tone can elevate your entire winter wardrobe, turning your basic coat into something out of a Vogue spread. Here's the secret sauce. Fit is everything. Gloves that are too loose will make you look like you borrowed them from a scarecrow, and too tight? Well, you might as well be wearing oven mitts. Instead, opt for sleek, tailored gloves that hug your hands just right. And don't think you have to go full-on Victorian cosplay. A modern Grace Kelly moment is as simple as pairing black leather gloves with a camel coat and a chic scarf. It's functional, fashionable, and totally Instagram-worthy. Number 6. Avoid overuse of hand gestures while speaking. We've all seen it. Someone gesturing wildly during a conversation, knocking over drinks, and almost taking out the person next to them. Old money women? They have mastered the art of restraint, using hand gestures that are purposeful, not chaotic. Think of Queen Elizabeth II. Her gestures are subtle yet powerful, like a mic drop in slow motion. The trick is to let your hands play a supporting role, keep them relaxed, and when you do gesture, make it deliberate. An open palm here, a light touch there. These small movements can amplify your words without stealing the spotlight. But pointing? That's a hard no. It feels too aggressive, like you're scolding someone for double dipping at the cheese platter. Instead, let your words carry the conversation. Think of your hands as punctuation marks, not the entire sentence. Use them sparingly to emphasize your point, not to underline, bold, and italicize it all at once. Keep it chill, keep it classy, and leave the table flipping to reality TV. Number 7. Confidence in stillness. Here's the golden rule of elegance that no one talks about enough. Sometimes, the most graceful thing you can do with your hands is absolutely nothing. I know, sounds counterintuitive, but bear with me. Old money women know that stillness is power. Whether they're casually sitting at a dinner table or having a heart-to-heart with the Queen, their hands are calm, composed, and completely unbothered. Take Princess Diana, for example. Have you ever seen her hands twitching or fidgeting during an interview? No way. She exuded this quiet confidence, like she was saying, "I've got this," without ever moving a muscle. It's that kind of composure that screams elegance louder than any grand hand gesture ever could. So, how do you master this superpower? Start by resting your hands lightly on your lap or on the table. Don't clench them like you're about to fight off a stampede. If you're feeling nervous, practice sitting still for a few minutes each day. Trust me, it sounds easy, but it's harder than you think. But with time, stillness becomes second nature. Here's the key takeaway. Stillness isn't about being boring or stiff. It's about owning the space you're in and showing that you don't need to fidget or fumble to prove your worth. So, sit back, relax, and let your hands remind everyone that you've got everything under control. And there you have it. elegance in the palm of your hand, literally. Remember, your hands are part of your presence. By mastering these old money hand habits, you'll add an effortless layer of elegance to your style. Now that you know the secret to mastering the subtle elegance of old money women, go ahead, let your hands do the talking. Be calm, composed, and absolutely fabulous. Thanks for watching, and remember, grace isn't just learned, it's lived. Until next time.